Thank you. My name is Bashir Lukman Olanrewaju, the Director of Media and Publicity for the campaign organization of Muktar Shagaya. That's a fantastic question to behold, because this is not the first time I will be having people to ask me this kind of question. So may I answer it in another form entirely now? Because being a youth himself, he believes so much in the strength of who a youth is all about, the capacity, the capability, and the kind of enthusiasm a youth can put together in making things or in making assignments, a particular task being done effectively. So lo and behold, I think I'm privileged that having assessed me and some other maybe. So I think I came out as a one they can trust like others, but the one that can do it, because I believe I have that strength and I have this connectivity with youth around me. So I know it's not just a one-man show. I know it's for every one of us to participate. That collaborative skill is there. And I believe with more and more training and retraining, because there are some times you are going to learn some things on the job. So I believe it's one of the things that is helping me in making this assignment a kind of each free one. The question is divided into two: the sensitivity of the question, of the position, and also the personality of myself in handling the matter. Okay, for the sensitivity of the position, nobody in this contemporary society of ours will take away the importance of media to politics. You cannot run a successful campaign or, let me say, electioneering process or activities without carrying along media, most especially the new media. So in that wise, I try as much as possible with my team to look around and what do we have as our strength, what do we have as our weaknesses. So therein we understand that we have some opportunities and certain threats. Now, our strength lies on you don't have to attack anyone to promote your candidate. By so doing, you are exposing yourself to more attacks, and you are going to be at the defensive side so much. So we believe in promoting our candidates, in making our campaign promises issue-based one. We don't have to attack anyone just because the person is not let me say, in our own tent. So this is a kind of strategy we've been using, and I believe it's been helping us. We sell our candidates. Go out anywhere, ask for who Muktar Shagaya is all about. What you are going to be hearing is antecedents, what he's doing and what he's going to do. Nothing more than that. Now it's how I manage naturally there will be sometimes you have crisis. But the most important thing is when you have the leadership of let me say, when you have your principal, so to say, who is understanding, who is empathetic about your growth and development, and who is courageous enough to support you even from behind. So you feel fulfilled that, yes, I have somebody that I can put my thoughts to, I can have my shoulder, I can put my head on his shoulder, that I just lean on him. So that also is one thing that I've been trying to, to leverage, and thank God it's been working positively for me. Okay, like I do say, it has several selling points. So I may not even be able to exhaust all these selling points. One, let me talk about the thematic areas of our campaign organization. We have three. We call it heritage, development, and progress. These three thematic areas has certain information embedded. Heritage, that is, when you talk about Muktar Shagaya, personally, you have to start from who this Shagaya family is all about. From yesteryears, Shagaya family is known as a philanthropic family that are more of humanitarian services. So in that wise, Muktar Shagaya is a man of philanthropism. He is an humanitarian personality with track records. So that is a selling point on its own. That is one. Another one is even that heritage. When you talk about Shagaya, Muktar Shagaya also talk about the maternal heritage, you realize that he is from religious leaders, one of the founding fathers of the Emirates, the Ilorin Emirates, as far as a religious institution is concerned. So that also is another strength for us, is another selling point, that it's not just that he's coming from nowhere. He is a man with very solid background, and he has mounted on it and is riding to success with it. So that's a selling point. Another one is for the fact that he had most of his education overseas is another strength, because he's not just our man, so to say. He's not the homeboy. He has the equivalent of both the internal and external understanding of what politics is all about. The experience he has garnered over there with the one he has here, combined together, has put him ahead, a bit edge over somebody that everything around him is just this our own environment. So he can blend with the two, and you can see that is why, so to say, in Kwara today, our campaign activities, our style is very unique. So that's another strength entirely. When you have a leader, there are some certain qualities you have to check. If you found him not having these basic qualities, then automatically the person is not fit enough to be a leader. One of which is being decisive. When matter comes and he is to operate on judgment, his decisiveness is par excellence. Ask anyone around you, Malam Muktar Shagaya is a man of integrity. If he promised you that he's going to give you 10 things, next 10 years he will not reduce it to 9. And he is not so-called politician that will give you 10 and will go out and say he has given you 100. So that one is not what you can buy in any market. Another one, he is a man of a very, let me say, genuine vision for the state entirely, and even the country. Speak with him, be with him, walk around him, you will see him as a man that has that visionary state on where we are and where we are going, judging with where we've been coming from. And communication skill is part of what we need from a leader. He is so eloquent, he is so strategic in thinking and whatnot. So these are the things that I feel are the selling point of Malam Muktar Shagaya. Thank you for that. Let me start by putting it to you that there is this common saying that if you begin to dance, if you start dancing on the river surface, like on water, your enemies, your traducers will still say you are, spreading dust. Somehow, I think you understand. So that, in essence, means that there is nothing you can do, so to say, as a sitting government, that your opposition will not find a loophole, no matter what. So we understand this in APC, and as the ruling government, we know why they are being saddened. It's not because we are not doing well. It's because they feel we've been doing more than their expectations, and it's like a bygone to them that it's not going to be their own time anymore. So that's the basics. Now on the the projects ongoing, we have the General Babatunde Ijagban flyover, the garment factory you talked about. We have the creative industries that we're having, and international conference centers. These are projects that ordinarily the opposition parties, especially the PDPs, what they are trying to say is, for 4 years, we've not have a project to commission. And from His Excellency, you can hear what he said, that it's not just about first year, you don't have anything to commission, second, you don't have anything to commission. It is the genuinity of that project. We are not coming with a project that after a year or two, we need to be calling the project facilitators, the engineers, so to say, that come back and do this, come back and do that. Or the viability of what the project we even translate to economically. So these are projects that they were strategically placed such that it can enhance and boost our internal revenue generation. So if they are being, let me say, they are being petty about we've not commissioned anything, the question is, the ones they've commissioned, the one they did, were they able to sustain it at a point? So that sustainability is also key in this administration. We wouldn't want to create anything that after this government, by the special grace of God, 8 years, the next administration, which I believe will still be in our party, will not have to go back and say we want to make some amendments again. This is going to be naturally a long-term project and economic viability for the state. Anyways, this is a kind of personal, but to save time, for anyone who is interested in leadership, you might think of, oh, I want to be, let's say, president of this nation, but based on the reality of our country, as time goes on, you realize that things, your dreams, your aspirations are changing by time and eventualities. So what I just know is I believe in the nearest time to come, in the nearest future, I want to be part of those that will be leading the masses for a pro-governance. What I mean, like those who are going to be making the decisions that will favor the masses, that will upturn whatever we are having as, disadvantages now to advantages for our country as a whole, and even Africa.